Here's Every Way Woman.
Well, we are so excited to have Michelle back with some more from Mommyhood to Hollywood.
Hi, ladies. We're back to Mommyhood to Hollywood. So I hate to pick on poor Jessica Simpson because I know we've spoken about her. I know we've spoken about her a few times already today. But Jessica has been criticized. Wait, what? Jessica was criticized? No, I know she's always getting criticized for something. For sharing a picture of her 4-month-old daughter, Maxwell. She was wearing a little yellow, like mustard bikini.
It was
on the Katie show, Katie Couric's new show. And I mean, I don't think Jessica even thought anything about it. She was gushing like, "Oh, look how cute she is in her new bikini."
And it was cute.
Her first bikini photo.
Yes.
And you know, the audience was like, "Ooh, aw, how cute!" But of course, the internet went crazy with all this criticism. And, you know, not only the internet, but the British child welfare quickly criticized her as well, saying that she was sexualizing her child, that, you know, this type of exposure for kids is, you know, inappropriate or... But I mean, personally, I think
it's a swimsuit. She's 4 years old. Leave her alone.
Yeah.
No,
she's 4 months.
Like
she's 4 months old.
4 months.
And actually, I don't think she ever thought of that.
No.
Presenting the picture was to show everybody how the baby has grown, and the picture was showing a little bikini that was a gift from someone.
Wait a minute. Did you see the way she was posed? Okay,
I did.
I'm sorry. You know,
you thought she was posed? She
posed.
She looked like she was just propped up.
No, she had her hand on her thigh.
Right, but that
no,
was her
this is
being
the thing. You know, I looked at that picture and I was like, okay, that's just what people do now. I'm supposed to accept it. But when I heard the criticism, I was kind of like, thank you. You know what? Because I do have a problem with young girls, 4 months old to 4 years old to 5. I actually don't think it's a great idea to put your kid in a little girl in a bikini. I think there's already enough sexualization of kids. I think it's just trouble. And I think for them to grow up to think that that's what they have to do. These are the parts that are supposed to grow up.
Some 4-year-olds might look at a bikini and say, oh, that's cute. Can I have that?
I know, but why? Because they're seeing it out there. And because they're saying, oh, because my stuff is supposed to grow up to look just like her.
My daughter's almost, she's going to be 4 in about 5 months. I've never put her in a 2-piece swimsuit or bikini or anything like that. She's always had a 1-piece. But, you know, I saw this picture. I thought it was cute, and I thought it was overblown a bit.
All right.
What do we have next? Moving on. Oh, speaking of Jessica, now we're back. We're talking about her ex. Nick and Vanessa Lachey. They welcomed their baby boy, Camden John Lachey. Isn't he? I know.
That's so cute. I like that.
He was 8 pounds, 9 ounces, 21 inches. And you know, Nick wanted to be a dad forever. Right? When he was married with Jessica, he wanted to be a dad.
He just knew not to have it with Jessica.
You know, right?
I'm sorry. I'm not Jessica.
Go on.
Anyhow, Nick said that I can't even explain how excited I am for someone who has wanted a family for such a long time. I've looked forward for this moment. He said it was awesome.
Congratulations.
So, gushing about it.
Congratulations.
So we're excited for them. 8 pounds, big baby. I was
big baby for a little girl.
Yeah,
Vanessa's not a very big girl.
Did it say whether or not she did it vaginally or did she get a C-section?
I didn't hear that she had a C-section. I think it was a vaginal birth, but I'm not 100% positive. The next, Juliana and Bill Rancic.
Congratulations.
I'm really excited for them.
With everything that I love her personality and her spirit. With everything
There's been a lot that Juliana has gone through, and a lot of good things have come from this baby. Without this baby, she would have never known that she had a problem. So the baby, almost in a way,
saved her life.
You know, was a life-saving.
They call the baby their miracle baby.
Yeah,
for many reasons. I think they thought it was a miracle that they detected her breast cancer so early because
it did.
They were trying to have the baby, and also because they actually were able to have this baby.
And I thought it was really nice. They named the baby after both of their fathers.
Yeah,
which was a really great tribute. I thought that was really.
That's
awesome. And Duke was because she says it means leader, so that's why.
He's going to be working at Trump International. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Now we've got a hot topic, and I'm sure you girls have a lot to say about.
Bring it, Jackie.
I know. I see Jackie rolling her eyes.
Jackie's already.
We have Jamie Lynn Grummett, who was on Time Magazine's cover for breastfeeding her 3-year-old. Yeah. And we had that title, Are You Mom Enough? Right. Which was not, she had nothing to do with that title. However, obviously this was a huge controversy. She's an advocate for attachment parenting, but even advocates for attachment parenting hated this cover. And Jamie Lynn Grumman herself admitted that when she saw the cover, she was just like, ugh, this was not what she had intended. So she's back on the cover of another magazine now. This one's Pathways to Family Wellness. And she's nursing again on the cover. However, this cover is much more nurturing. It's not so in your face.
Is it as sexualized as the 2-piece bikini? Because those, like her husband and her other son was looking over her. The other son looked like he wanted some of the milk from her boob. I mean, come on. It just looks too much.
I think it was a more. I think it was a more nurturing, loving.
It was more of a motherly.
Yeah. A 5-year-old is seeing a mom naked. It just happens. You lose your privacy.
But I mean, my daughter knows what boobs are. I mean, that's hard when you have a little one.
Yeah,
you know,
they're going to be everywhere,
and that's fine. But no kid is crawling over you, like the picture he's holding and he's looking like, yes, let's feed the baby.
Have you not seen a kid? They crawl over everything and are touching everything.
I have to admit, I thought that this cover
with the husband, he's not going to say, get off of her, let her breastfeed the baby.
I thought this cover was a better representation of nursing and attachment parenting, and that's what she was trying to correct the image that came out on Time Magazine. However, a lot of people are saying, oh, she's just trying to get fame, she's trying to, you know, she's trying to capitalize on what she
3 years old is old, but I think I find it disturbing that people are saying it's sick, it's disturbing.
It is sick.
It's
not just that,
it's her choice.
Why are saying that it's her intention behind it, but really she's truly an advocate for
attachment
parenting.
Yeah, she might truly be, but and I believe that part I don't have any doubts that she really does want to do that, because if you're feeding your baby until they're 4 years old, you really are an advocate for that. I am against it totally, because I feel like it's crazy. You don't even need to breastfeed your child that long. And why are you trying to have your young son attached to you for the rest of your life?
But that's only in the United States. In the rest of the world, they are feeding them.
They are feeding all over the world. Do you have anything else for us, Michelle?
I would say that those were the big hot topics of the day.
Big hot topics.
Mommyhood to Hollywood topics.
The breast.
Yeah, the breast part is crazy.
Mommyhood is hot in Hollywood. It really is. It really is.
It's at the minute you're pregnant, you're on People magazine. I mean, you know, they're announcing it right away. So
we've got Mommy Watch on The Princess.
Oh, of course. Right, yeah, they're waiting for that, definitely.
Well, watch. I saw it on Stars, so stay tuned. We've got our eyes on you, Kate Middleton. We'll be back with more Every Way Woman. Stay tuned.
Stay with us. We'll be right back with more Every Way Woman.
Every Way Woman is so excited to welcome Ms. Jennifer Davis, the co-founder and CEO of Pink. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi. Thank you so much for being here.
So Jennifer, tell us about Pink. What does it stand for?
Pink is the Persistent Investigation for Never-Ending Knowledge Foundation.
There you go.
I love
it's quite
that.
a title. What does it mean?
It's a chunk. It's a title.
I love
so that's why we broke it down to the Pink Foundation. Basically, it has one purpose, and that's women's empowerment, and that's uniting women together as what we call Pink Sisters.
I love that.
That
I
is
was
so
looking at your
Every Way
website.
Woman.
Absolutely, yes, I absolutely love it.
I saw your website. It's really cute. I mean, it's a really good, informative website, and it shows what the kids do, and it really, really gives you a lot of information.
What do the kids do? Tell us about that.
Well, the kids, I have a mentor program, and it's from age 6 to 18, and it's different than your average mentor program because it's a threefold process. So we break them off into 3 separate groups, and they mentor each other.
Okay, so that's so important. It's kind of like the Montessori program where you have to peer
And I was a Montessori kid,
oh, there you
so
go,
there you go. But it totally, because it benefits most that group in the middle, those tweens as we call them, because you learn so much when you give and get at the same time. And that's the age group where we got to get them, and we got to, you know, help, especially girls have positive self-esteem, learn to have good relationships with one another, learn to coexist, and learn to build each other up.
Yeah, they can learn from each other. I think that's a really big
the point of it.
And what I love the most about it was the whole definition of the women's empowerment thing. Oh, yeah. Because what you said is a lot of the time that women tend to bring each other down sometimes because of our own self-esteem issues. So what I love is the focus on helping them to build self-esteem so they can love each other and have, you know, positive self-esteem with each other.
It's why I started Pink.
Yeah,
I love totally that. Why it's my own personal pain, my own personal heartbreak with relationships with women, and
Was this friends or family?
Friends. I'm an only child. And if you've ever met an only child, your friendships are your sisters.
Yeah.
They are your everything. And after an 8-year best friend ended in distraught, it was worse than my divorce. It was the most horrible thing I'd ever been through. And I said,
did it end?
I still don't know.
You know,
the good thing is, though, look what came out of it.
Yes.
That's the most positive aspect of it. Is look what happened now.
Yeah, and I
look
created this.
what these kids now have because of that.
But that's a good point you were saying about your 8-year fallout with your friendship. Do you teach also rebuilding relationships?
I do.
Relationships with other women?
Some,
if they can.
Some require rebuilding, and some we should walk away from.
Yes, that's true.
And understand
that's
the
the
difference.
hardest part.
And we need to understand the difference.
Yeah.
So that's why we throw events, and we ask women to come out and just have fun and start to tear down the walls and start to tear down the, ooh, that's a woman, I don't know if I can talk to her, feeling.
Thank you. That is so necessary. I'm excited.
Yeah, because I meet the women who are like, oh, I don't trust other women. I can't get along with other women. I know a couple right in our studio. But I always wonder, no. All good. We all get along here. But, you know, I do wonder about women because I wonder what are their other relationships that made them not trust other women.
And it's the past, and what it does is the events tear down the walls, and then we can start the dialogue. But we got to tear down the walls first.
Thank you for tearing down those walls. We're so excited to have you part of the Everyway Woman. We're going to bring her back on the show, bring some of the girls on, follow up with you. So stay tuned because you are going to definitely want to hear these stories.
Stay with us. We'll be right back with more Everyway Woman.
Everyway Woman is so excited to announce our first featured performer in our series of artists. Karma, welcome to the show.
Thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely. Tell me, Karma, what does it mean to you?
Karma means balance. Karma is all about putting out what you get back from the universe.
All right, so tell us, what are some of the things that you're doing? What kinds of organizations are you in, or what are you putting out there?
Well, right now I'm actually a part of an outreach program where we go and we mentor and we perform for juvenile hall centers. And then I help start a nonprofit organization called Helping God's Children, and we do like mentoring programs. We have a soul purpose program where we partner with shoe companies and they give back, and we also have a fitness program helping fight childhood obesity as well. So it's a lot of things we're doing for the community.
Well, that's so great, especially with the juvenile hall. A lot of those people don't have mentors. So what kinds of messages are you trying to convey through your music and songs?
I'm trying to convey something of substance. A lot of times we listen to music and there's really not talking about anything. It's just very on the surface, very just nonchalant. And my music always has a very hidden message. It's talking about abstinence. It's talking about self-preservation. It's talking about confidence, female empowerment. I'm all about teaching people how to love themselves and be themselves.
Yeah, because so many times the conversations are just about dating and, you know, how to look the best for a guy or that kind of thing.
Exactly.
So do you stay away from all of that? Or?
I mean, sometimes it's okay to have those kind of records to be able to say, you know what, I'm in love and I feel love. But a lot of times I try to make sure that it's a balance. You know, I teach and I edutain through my music as well.
Edutain, I like that word.
So what's up next for you on the music scene?
I'm actually working on a project we're going to be trying to release in the next couple of months, and we're working on some tour dates. I'm actually going to be going out on tour in October. First stop is Vegas, and I'm excited about that. And I just shot a music video last night, actually, before I got here. So,
well, we're excited to see more.
Let's hear it. Let's hear you perform. Thank you.
Thank you.
Perfect.
I got a love so deep, I won't even let you deep. I wanna reach my peak, but I won't even let you peak. Why is it that? And I don't want nobody else, but I won't even let you make my body yell, scream. And it's not that I don't want to, I just wanna make sure you don't run to the hills. Shoes on heels. You don't feel made rubber, looking for covers. Boy, don't you ever want more? Do people ever want more? Well, I want more. I wanna say yes, 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 but fear keeps taking over. I wanna say yes. heart. Wanna make you shoot for the stars without taking a shot to the heart. You think I'm scared, I ain't scared of nothing. I wanna go there, but I ain't a fan of rushing. I'm looking for something, go deep inside my substance, and I hope that you don't run to hills. Shoes on heel, you don't feel made of rubber. I'm hoping that you want more. Don't you ever want more? Do people ever want more? Well, I want more. I wanna say yes, 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 but fear keeps taking over. I wanna say yes, 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 fear keeps taking over, taking over, taking over, over, over. Yes, 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 fear keeps taking over. And I wanna say
Thank you
That was
so
so hard.
much for being here.
And we have more with Everyway Woman.
Right after this.
Stay with us. We'll be right back with more Everyway Woman.
Hey, we're back. And ladies, now that we're settled into our fall and winter routine since the kids are back in school, we're here to show you some get fit moves. And I'm here with my friend Joyce from the fitness station, and she has a simple, quick, easy routine to get you ladies fit. So Joyce, what's the new craze about these sandbags?
Well, the good thing about the sandbags is they work your total body, core, legs, arms, everything. And you also, it's an adjustable weight, so you can adjust the weight.
What about the straps?
The straps, there's 4 different grips on them, and that's to incorporate different exercises.
And what makes the sandbag different from using like regular weights? Why is it better?
Well, the good thing with it is it unevenly distributes the weight on your body, so it makes you activate different muscles in your body.
All right, so she has a routine for us, something you can do at home, ladies. So why don't we start with, you said it was the clean and press?
We're gonna start with the clean and press. So what you wanna do is you're gonna reach down, back straight, legs straight. You're gonna come up, flip it up to your wrist, and go overhead and line up your arm. If you do 3 sets of 15, you'll get a good workout. Yeah,
awesome. And what about the second routine you have for us, Joyce?
The second routine, we're gonna do the plank pull. So you're gonna come into a push-up position.
Awesome.
Back straight again, and you're gonna reach across and pull, reach across and pull. And again, if you want a progression in this, you can either add weight or increase speed.
Yes, and it looks tough. So what's the third routine that you have for us?
We have the rotational plank, the rotational lunges.
And I love lunges for my
legs. Your legs, glutes, core again, total body. And you're gonna reach back, reverse lunge, and reach your feet to your heels, or the sandbag to your heels. And you're gonna alternate legs.
Nice.
Reach.
That looks like a really good. So ladies, you want to get those legs in shape, that booty tight. Yes, and that's what I love about these sandbags is one that it's a total body workout. It's versatile. It's easy for any woman to use, and you can purchase it at you guys' at your
fitness
your
station.
website. Okay.
Or the website.
So go to like fitnessstationla.com. Okay,
Correct.
awesome. And we can purchase those. And do a lot of the MMA fighters and UFC, like how do they get conditioned? Do they even use these things too?
Yeah, a lot of athletes and MMA fighters actually use this to do their entire body training. So
okay. Nice. Well, thank you so much, ladies. I can definitely tell you right now that this thing works. I tried it before we came on the show today, and she was working me out. So I just want to say that my abs are going to be in shape in no time. So thank you so much much for coming out again, Joyce.
My pleasure.
Awesome.
Stay with us. We'll be right back with more Every Way Woman.
Every Way Woman is excited to welcome to our show a very special guest, Sheila Veers, the co-founder of Live Well 360. Welcome, Sheila.
Thank you. So glad to be here.
Now, Sheila, Oprah has, documented her struggle with yo-yo dieting and really talking about emotional eating. And your organization is helping women with emotional eating. Tell us about that.
Basically, I help to teach women that emotional eating isn't a disorder or something that you have to feel guilty about. It's something that we all do at some point in our life.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, and really the thing is to just use it as an indicator and pay attention when you are emotionally eating to say, okay, what's happening in my life right now that I need to pay attention to where I'm looking to food for comfort, and how can I fill that void with more happiness, more joy, and do things that I can bring into my life that will make it more enjoyable, so that I can stop turning to food for comfort.
And do you think it's because people are under a lot of stress these days, and people are really not having a lot of pleasurable things in their life, and they're stressed for many different reasons? I think maybe that could contribute to that, don't you think?
Absolutely. I mean, people are under a great amount of stress, and I think that food is an easy thing to turn to because it's very easily accessible, and so it's a quick fix, and so we just keep going, and it's.
Let's rewind to your personal experience.
Because people look at you and they're like, she's not emotional eating. What does she know about this?
I've been there. I mean, that's really where my passion comes for this subject. I started dieting back when I was 15, and I had, the whole gamut of self-esteem issues, and then I also had physical issues too. I had food intolerances and hormonal issues, and I was just all out of whack, and it all came back to my emotions, and really that's what helped me to be able to lose 35 pounds and keep it off for the long term.
You look great.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
you.
And she looks
great.
working
So
for
what
you.
was the turning
Thank you.
point? When did you decide, I need to get this in check?
I had been setting goals and losing weight and dieting like crazy.
That's good.
But then I got there, and then I realized that I had created this sort of prison for myself because I was so afraid to eat anything outside of what I had deemed like the perfect things
Which
to
happens
eat.
to a lot of teenagers out there. A lot of teenage girls, see themselves like
what
that.
What advice would you give to someone who's trying to do a whole lifestyle change, like versus dieting and all the other stuff, the fads? Like, what advice?
I would say that if you are going to diet, that can be a catalyst for people. That can be the first step, because it helps you to really focus and so forth. But the diet is not the long-term solution. The long-term solution is really getting to the issues that are the underlying foundation of why you're feeling bad about yourself, why you're not taking good care of yourself, which is really what it's all about.
It's a long-term commitment, I think, that you make to doing that. A life changing commitment that you have to stick to.
Well, speaking of life-changing and lifestyle, you have a cookbook.
I do.
Correct?
Yes, it's called Eat Well 360, and basically it's all about learning how to make foods that are the comfort foods healthy. And so that's what I've gone through, and I have 141 plus recipes of all my favorite healthy comfort food.
So not the Paula Deen version, right?
Right.
Okay, so break it down. Give me your top 3 favorite recipes.
I have a recipe for oatmeal that is a German chocolate cake oatmeal recipe to have in the morning.
Ooh.
I have,
Who doesn't want cake for breakfast?
Right. Right. And that's the thing. It's finding ways to really eat foods that are both nourishing and satisfying. And when you do that, then it makes healthy eating just a part of who you are, and it's just a lifestyle that you can manage and do it for the long term.
So if I have cake for breakfast, what am I having for lunch?
There's a recipe for, let me think, there's a meatloaf recipe, a turkey meatloaf recipe that is outstanding. It's out of this world, and it just has like a little bit of tomato sauce on top, and the onions are the secret, because when you cook it with onions, it makes it really moist.
And dinner, what do we have for dinner, right?
I have a tilapia recipe that has, it's like crusted in nuts and a little bit of flour that just kind of makes it like it's, the breaded, like a breading like you would have, at a restaurant or something like that.
Sounds tasty.
So, I mean, are you a personal chef, or were you a cook? How did you develop these recipes?
With my husband. He's not a chef either, but we both just have a passion for eating food. We just love food, and we wanted to make foods that we really felt good about putting into our body, and so we got creative and trial and error until we came up with recipes that were just really fabulous, and people love them. All our friends are like, oh my God, you have to make that next. barbecue.
Awesome. Do you have anything spicy? Because that's sometimes what I run into. I love spice, I love flavor, and sometimes I turn to the healthy recipes. I'm like, I love kale chips and all, but I can't have them every single day. I need something with a little bit more oomph. So do you have things that are spicy? And
we have like a turkey chili recipe. There's a couple that have a little bit of spice to them. I mean, but that's just, your own personal preference. So you just find spices that you really enjoy using and then, get creative with it. I think that's the biggest thing, is that really finding, what works for you. And that's how you make it that long-term lifestyle, because it's something
you can feel good about.
Yeah, and it's so personal, because it's like there are so many blueprints out there that you can pick up, and it says this is what you're supposed to do to be healthy, but it might not be the exact right fit for you.
I think it's important, really, we're talking about, maybe men and women here who do this, but, the kids too can start early on and realize that at an early age, that they're eating this for a reason, and, maybe we can even get our kids to recognize some of these things too.
Yuck, Brussels sprouts.
Right, exactly.
Well, thank you so much for being here. For more information, you can find it on everywaywoman.com for Live Well 360. Stay tuned.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for watching Every Way Woman. For more information, visit us at www.everywaywoman.com.
This has been an Every Way Woman production.